Hello and welcome. So let's get straight into the second part of Mission 7. First protocol, research, and I forgot to put auto research on in the last mission, so I've got to select a new weapon and modification. So I've researched the level 2 legs, arms and body, so just got the level 2 brain to do. And I'll choose the ion mine for the weapon as you saw there. Checking on our items, I'll get rid of the miniguns for Agents 1 and 2 because don't really need them anymore with the kind of firepower that we now have. Seem to have used a med kit in the last mission so on Agent 2, so I'll just replenish that. And now, as we've got new arm mods, we'll of course get those for our agents. The agent that we picked up in the last mission is now available for selection if you want to use him. And there he is at the bottom. And he does come with several mods already in place. So if we do use one of our agents that dies, then we've got a spare already modded. So we're choosing Phoenix for this part. We were in Phoenix a couple of missions ago where we robbed the bank. The bank has been rebuilt and blows up again right at the start. There's no money available though because we've already robbed it some time ago. So there are a lot of zealots and unguided in this mission. We want to take them all out before we start persuading civilians. As with the previous part of Mission 7, the objective is to persuade an enemy agent, which is in a walled off area. Before we do that, we want to make sure that we clear out the city of anyone that can kill our persuaded civilians. So I think I'm just looking around for enemy zealots because there's quite a few in this area. So yeah, get rid of them. As ever, we'll put on the blue bars so that our agents automatically target enemies. There's a few police around here and a few zealots. There's a zealot car which drives around this area, which can be quite deadly. There it is. It's only armed with miniguns, but there are 3 zealots inside the car. And the car provides quite a lot of protection. So, yeah. There I'm just switching back and forth between Agents 1 and 2. Because agents that are not selected will automatically target enemies. If you have an agent that is selected as your sort of main agent, your leader of the group, then they will not automatically target. So that's why I'm switching back and forth between them, since they will just target enemies when they're not selected. It saves me having to try and move the cursor over and move the target. So, yeah, there's the car. Agent 4 seems to be taking quite a beating there. He's pretty close to the end, so use the med kit there. And yeah, I think we need some extra firepower, so we'll put them all on the long range rifles. So I think we've cleared just about all the enemies on foot in this area. We've just got a little car left to do. It's heavily damaged, so one more volley should finish it off. Yeah, and there it goes. Kaboom. So, now we've got rid of those, we can move over to the area where there's a parked car. Before that, I think we'll just pick up the electron maces and sell them on once the mission is done. So 21,000 each. 84,000 for all 4 electron maces. It's not to be sniffed at. Nice tidy sum. So you recognize the church area from the previous mission with its strange floating pyramids. Thankfully we don't need to go anywhere near that this time. Lots of dead zealots out there. I wonder what happened. There's quite a few dead civilians as well, caused by the unguided, which are in this area. There are a couple of punks that have high explosive on them. So if you can rush forward and pick up the high explosive, then it's best to do so. Yeah, just like that. High explosive, always useful. So, yeah, damn lamppost getting in the way. The punks are giving me a tough time here, I think because of how long it takes to reload the long range rifles. Agent 4 again not doing too well. But you just need to back off, let the rifles recharge, and then you take them all out easily. Last punk was taken out by his own explosion. Or, well, it was his mate who dropped the explosive and it went off in his face. So we got rid of all the unguided, and that is the compound where the enemy agent is that we need to persuade. You can actually just kill the enemy agent, that's him there, one with the blonde hair. You can tell he's special because he has blonde hair. And there's the car that we can use to get into the compound. Again, if you're feeling destructive, you can just blow up the gate to the compound with the high explosive that we just picked up. So I think that's giving you an alternative option to complete the level. Because if the car blows up, then how are you going to get into the compound? So the level gives you the high explosive to make sure that you can complete the mission if for some reason the car is not available. But we do have the car, so we're just going to drive into the compound. There are some enemy agents and guards patrolling around, and once we get into the compound and start attacking the enemy agents, then 2 zealot flying vehicles will appear, which can be tough, but they will actually land and the zealots will get out. I don't know why they do this, because it would be much more effective for them to stay in the flying cars. You'll see what I mean. But the fact they get out of the flying cars makes it a lot easier to deal with. And they should appear anytime soon. It also means that we can actually steal their flying cars, and who doesn't want a flying car? They are very useful indeed. Yeah, there they come. So we'll just back away from them, let them get out. We can use our car for protection. Yeah, just one left. Okay, yeah, he's gone. Now we take the flying car. Yeah, that should be the compound clear of enemies. So we've just got the main dude left to persuade. Or you can just kill him if you want. But the objective is to persuade him, so let's do that. Since he's an enemy agent, you will need to persuade quite a few civilians first to build up power in your Persuadertron. So if I can get out of this car, not letting me do it. Okay, there we go. So we just start persuading a new civilian army. There's plenty of civilians just around this area. They don't seem to be bothered by the absolute massacre that's around them. So, yeah, getting plenty of civilians. Quite a few up here. So I think just like one circuit of the church compound will give you enough civilians to then go and persuade the agent. Bzzz, bzzz. It's a pretty funky noise. Wonder how they did it. Hey, yeah, last guy. Okay, so we've got enough civilians now. And since we've got a flying car, we can just fly over the agent and you'll persuade him. Where are we? There we are. Boom. Gotcha. So, just get out, pick him up, and then all we need to do is fly over the start position. And it's level complete. Okay, there we go. Iron Mine finished. We should be looking to complete a new weapon every turn now. We've got the money.